Hi, I'm Chris Gasper, and this is Globe 10.0, joined today by Joe Sullivan. Well, now that the Celtics are out of the playoffs, we can immediately go back to pining over Kendrick Perkins. This deadline day deal was one of the most controversial in recent Boston sports history, certainly the most controversial of Danny Ainge's career. Ships out the beloved Perk, brings back Jeff Green, Nenad Krstić. Do you think this would have been any different against the Heat? This season would have ended any differently in your mind, Joe, if Danny didn't make the deal?
Well, no, it wouldn't have, unless we go back and see
that
Joel Anthony had 25 and 20 in some games, and Chris Bosh dominated underneath. He didn't.
No.
He didn't do any of that. Neither one of them did anything. This game was won on the perimeter and obviously with drive to the basket by LeBron and Dwayne Wade that they couldn't stop. Is Perkins going to make a difference in that? Maybe he could do some hard fouls when they get there. Maybe that's the difference. And, I don't think we have to rescind the waiting period for Kendrick Perkins to go to the Basketball Hall of Fame, do we?
No. I agree with you 100%. If I could take one ex-Celtic out of this Memphis-Oklahoma City series, give me Tony Allen. Yeah. I think he would have been the guy that would have helped you more in the series. The energy, the athleticism, making Wade work for it a little more. Maybe with Perk they win another game, but really the issue to me wasn't defense in this series. It was offense. Game 2, the 14-0 run Miami had in the fourth quarter. Game 5, they scored the final 16 points. Perk's not going to help you with that. He probably wouldn't have even been on the floor in those situations. It was offensively, I felt like they shut down due to fatigue and age, and Perk's not going to help you out in that case.
Look, they had chemistry problems too with the new players after the trade. Those players never got involved with the team as well as they should have.
It was the worst case scenario.
But
it really was.
Perkins wasn't playing that much either before the trade. He hadn't really been involved with this year's team either. So in terms of Perkins as an individual making a difference, absolutely not.
Yeah, I agree with you. And you hit on a great point there. Jeff Green didn't do anything. So you ended up with a worst case scenario. You didn't have Perk in the middle. You didn't have Shaq. And Jeff Green wasn't able to do what he was brought here to do, which was take some of that load off Paul Pierce, cover guys like Carmelo Anthony and LeBron James. It was immediately apparent from game 1 that Jeff Green had no chance and no clue when it came to covering LeBron James. And he went crazy in this entire series. So you're right about that. But at the end of the day, loved Kendrick Perkins as a player. I don't want it to sound like we're ragging on the guy, but he wasn't going to be the difference in this series.